can also team fight, especially with a fresh.
Fate in a bit of trouble. Sidesteps absolutely everything though, as they do manage to get the concussive blows, but Fate's like, nah, I got the big grit.
Soaked by Liv Sandbox is very different from the early game, and now Fate.
Yeah, Croco looking to make his way in. No more face breakers available, and the showstopper not there just yet. Just to let you guys know, the stats that we're showing for these matchups and things like that is based on the summer season, as Fate might just die here. One more auto, the flash, but the auto is already in the air, and Faker will get the first blood solo kill this time around.
Kills on LeBlanc. It's not a good look.
Yeah, Fed LeBlanc can also skew an entire game, as we're going to watch Faker navigate this one. And it's sidestep into... lands the chain, skirts it past the
미드 잡았고, 미드 노플. 뭐하노?
That's got mid.
나이스!
No, what are you doing? That's what he said at the end.
나 6분의 봉풀.
Chain, but Fate pretty close to his turret this time around. He should be okay. It's Teddy and Carrier looking very aggressively postured here on the bottom side of the map on Liv Sandbox. They know that Faker and Owner are both out of position, and Prince is just dead. Carrier going to be able to stand beside his jungle.
And they might even get Shelly.
Yeah, okay. Got a bit of a teleport coming through here from the keystone of Carrier. So he's going to turn up. Cannon's going to have to flash away pretty early, though, as Carrier's going to surprise them by popping towards this Baron pit. Now moving potentially away as Croco. Moonlight Vigil going completely wide. The Moonfall, I tell a lie, is now Summit. He's going to have to get out of there. T1 immediately on top of him, though, as Cannon just blocking the rest of Liv Sandbox out of the area. He will sacrifice himself for it as Faker just watches as the hook doesn't connect. And now he's got his cooldowns back. Heartbreaker comes forward. Effort going to be taken down. And now it's just the resets to come through. Faker collects another kill, and Sandbox are falling apart.
You get surprised by, of all things, the teleport from the Brom, which, that's a shocker.
That certainly broke my brain at the beginning of that fight.
Yeah, it did. And here you see the value of the pressure that Faker was able to have in that lane, right? Because he's able to get that kill, you're able to get bot side vision control, you're able to get the shove. And because you get the shove, even with a relatively minor wave getting thrown down into an AD carry that has decent wave clear, they don't have time to clear the wave, right? So the 4-man dive is successful. And then Croco, if you're able to hit the ultimate, you might be fine, but honestly would have liked for him to wait a little bit longer. Not quite coordinated with Summit, because Summit's Nars have been so good. And if you can combo that, you can win this fight. You see even here, it's relatively close. If that hook hits on Faker, that might turn it around, but instead they overchase. And that's where the power of the Viego de LeBlanc and the Brom really shines.
Yeah, as soon as one domino falls down, it's just so easy for T1 to follow it through. Sealed spellbook. Carrier pretty happy about his decision, already reaping the rewards. The Flame Trumpers just tell Teddy to move away, and he's going to say, all right. As now, he's just looking to kill Prince underneath this turret. Moonlight Vigil is going to miss. Good sidestep there from Prince, as Teddy is going to take a turret shot, but still wins out on the trade, as now Summit is dead here on the top side of the map. Goodbye.
I don't think that's a great place to be for Sandbox.
Yeah, I think that if T1 have showed us anything, it's been pretty clean, the play around their positioning, and this wasn't for Summit, unfortunately. Just overextended there.
And this should be successful. Faker does have TP.
Yep, Slicing Maelstrom is available. There's no stopwatch here for Canna or anything like that, so this is dangerous, and that teleport that you were talking about certainly comes on in. The special delivery of the cannon. He keeps himself alive for quite some time, but the face break is good. Croco gonna find the Moonfall, but it's not going to be enough to save his life, as now Faker actually moving the other way, just playing the do-si-do here with Liv Sandbox as Summit gets into angry mode, but it is going to be about Faker just trying to run them around. The Haymaker comes through, the Gnar is avoided, and Faker is going to take his time moving back to this one, and he knows that he can make this so scary for Liv Sandbox.
They don't even need an advantage, you just need to not be behind. But when
Prince almost explodes, the chains are still connected.
That Liv Sandbox is feeling here as...
Alright, there's a Gale Force as the ulti comes through from Carrier, but the flash was there from Summit. But still,
again, with the amount of control that is available, T1 really going to have to run into it as...
Yeah, Croco and Fate moving on in here. Carrier is just going to give himself away for this one, knows that he's dead. And meanwhile, Inner Turret falls in the mid lane.
Just puts off... Oh no, it's Infernal. So, oh no.
That's going to break down some of the walls here as T1 moving on in. Not going to be able to steal away Shirley, but now they're just going to guard the eye as best they can and Liv Sandbox. Fate looking over to the side here, looking for Canna, finds him, knows that he was going to be searching for a flank as well. As you can see, the Dragon just running between his two potential masters. It is going to be secured by Prince, but the Moonlight Vigil will connect. Glacial Fissure comes down, but the follow-up is not great, and T1, with all the pressure that T1 have put on bottom side, is Carrier going to face check here just a little bit. He's going to continue forward. Owner is in the area. They get the flash out of effort. The chains are going to connect. Now looks for the hook, but does not find it. Faker diving in once again. As, oh my goodness, the poke damage is, it's in fact infinitely large in a lot of ways. As Owner, he's looking for Crocker here on the backside, and now he's going to get delivered 3 members of Liv Sandbox. There's the Heartbreaker. Owner just taking this one by himself for now, but he does have the stopwatch. Flame Chomper's not going to connect as Effort has a stopwatch of his own, but he's still most likely going to die. Crocker uses his over the wall, will keep him alive, but now he's not actually able to continue fighting. Summit in the same boat as he hops his way out of it.
This is now another Liv Sandbox. If you can find them here, if you can take down, hit those multi-man ulties,
yeah.
T1, dangerous
Slicing
game
Maelstrom
here.
still available here as Fate does find himself the face breaker, but he's not going to be able to find his way in. Teddy.
We're seeing how Liv Sandbox using the pressure that they have available with this threatening combo.
Oh dear, Canna gonna get his face broken yet again as Summit moves on forward. There's a slicing Maelstrom, finds himself the stopwatch, but it's not going to keep him alive, just smashed into the wall. T1 have said that they are just starting off on this Baron. Super Mega Death Rocket will spot it out. And Canna waiting over to the side. So second Infernal does go over to Liv Sandbox, and T1 feeling the pressure. They want to be able to take this one. They burst it. It's stolen! This is the team of Steelers, and it's going to be Crocco's turn this time. And now T1 try to look for the fight to salvage it. They take down both. As now the dive on forward. The Superplex is good from Fate, but he may just die. As Summit is the last man standing that has a Baron wrapping around him. I say that a little bit ahead of time, but I don't think Fate's going to survive this one. And that's exactly right. He goes golden for a moment to buy some time for his Gnar. Decent flanking ward here. It's quite far away for Canna, but he could get there if they do decide to move down to this Dragon. They're looking for a bit of poke as the Chakrams do come back to Teddy. Calibrum is available as Owner's going to move to the south. T1 trying to keep them in position as there's the Moonlight Vigil. A lot of damage as Prince. Faker now looking for him. He's got a huge target. I mean, Faker just needs to get in there with a couple of spells and he's dead. Teddy going to use his QSS to stop that hook from being anything to worry about. T1 almost managing to find what they want. Faker just needs to find one more little pick, one more little corner as Canna has moved that teleport towards exactly the ward we were talking about. Prince now eating through some honey fruit as in goes Owner, and there is the slicing Maelstrom. Canna gets rid of Prince from the team fight, but my god! Summit and Crocco obliterate the bottom lane of T1! And the top side of Liv Sandbox have done their job, and now it looks like it is going to be 3 Drakes going over to Liv Sandbox.
And the trigger does get pulled, but it doesn't end well for T1 as that backline dive coming into full force. A very split up fight as Crocco. Yep.
Oh no. Faker should be able to finish him off here as the Diana is going to fall. Owner's going to be able to get the resets, and now Fate is going to be in trouble as well. The Haymaker does absolutely nothing. Summit trying to come forward looking for more, but maybe he's just put himself in position to be taken down here. The Facebreaker is going to connect. As now Owner heartbreaks, but yeah, I think the heartbreak belongs to Summit this time around as Faker just pops to as many different directions as he is likely to go. Gnar comes down, but the drill is not going to connect onto Faker. And it's only a matter of time, and that is going to be the finish.
Is nuts. The sieging for T1 is also not great unless you find damage like that.
Yeah, Moonlight Vigil comes down. That is a lot of damage. That's going to be enough to grab themselves this inner turret. He's caught in the AoE.
And now if you get the topside inhibitor and you keep poking as the Sandbox, if you lose this one, it's going to feel bad. Double teleport coming in.
Yeah, Fate might be met by T1 though. All 5 members now just collapsing on top of him. The Mimic Distortion will get Faker in there.
Also in for Maul, so as your main win condition here, not a good place to be.
Oh no, Moonlight Vigil actually coming down as well as Teddy's just said no, get out of the way. Effort loses the majority of his health bar just from Teddy. Pressing what, like a Q button? Nah,
we are a special region, Nicholas.
Well, Effort may just die. No, has himself the shield. Especially when Faker can just dive forward with impunity. Looking for Crocco here. He's going to do a fair bit of damage. The Moonfall finally comes out, but it just doesn't do enough damage. Teddy gonna get redemption from the side as in goes Fate, but now he's trying to 1v1 against Teddy. Immediately he uses the QSS flash to get out of the way. The Showstopper hits the wrong target, and now Prince is in trouble. Ona just diving on top of him. The Gnar onto Ona, but he's got a GA. He's absolutely fine, and Prince, not so much. No fountain for you, unfortunately, and T1 with a snap of their fingers take down the Nexus at 47 minutes.
오케이.
타워줄게.
나를 탐밀게.
타워침.
나 타워침.
타워치고 있어. 나 다이너.
안 죽어. 나 탈탈게 이거.
링크스 패치 맞았어.
천천히 들어가지 마.
세트.
세트.
어우.
다 잡았어 정면 다 잡았어.
현재 그만 들어가라.
왜?
너무 좋아. 형 그냥 가.
그냥 가. 뛰어내려.
가라.
얘 노플?
너플.
Maybe.
야 잠만 궁원. 아 오케이.
다행이다. 나이스.